New retirees often start out as active, healthy adults, but over time find themselves slowing down. Living life to the fullest today while anticipating changes in the future can ensure that you continue to enrich your mind, body, and soul.
Are you a go-go, a slow-go, or a no-go? Retirement is the long-awaited reward after decades of punching a clock and raising a family. But with the natural progression of an active lifestyle to the slowing down of activities, it's important to know what phase of retirement you're in now. Whether you're 50, 60, or 70, adequate planning for the future can make the transition through each phase of retirement less stressful and more rewarding.
And so the sociologists kind of look at retirement not so much as an age, but in stages and in functionality. So the first stage of retirement is called a go-go phase. And generally the person is just retired, whether they're 50, 55, 60, 65, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that they no longer have the job. They may be pursuing interests and hobbies that they couldn't do while they were working. They may have downsized from their large family home because they're empty nesters. Well, the next phase of retirement is the slow-go phase. And that is an age group of about folks in their 70s, maybe late 60s, middle 70s, late 70s. Those folks are still active. They're not making the big purchases anymore. They may not be traveling as much anymore. And things have definitely become routine. They're also not using as much of their personal space. They may have a 2-bedroom house with a private dining area, a separate living room and TV room, a couple of bathrooms, and they've actually downsized using 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, possibly a TV room. So they're paying for more space than what they're actually using. Well, our last phase of retirement is called the no-go phase, and that really is the time of incapacity. It's when a person really should not be and cannot be living alone anymore, whether in the home setting or whether it be that they need to go into an assisted living or a nursing home. Many folks try to avoid that and will sometimes bring in in-home care. But the time to really research these options and to find out how much they're going to cost and what services they provide are really when you're in the first and second phase of retirement.
No matter what your age, what do you do when a healthcare crisis strikes? The planning process can begin at any time, but it's best to start researching when you're in good health.
We brought my mother over here years ago, and she liked the place, but she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. We came to many open houses, etc. And then eventually, overnight, it was too late for her. So we said that wasn't going to happen to us. So we made our decision early.
When they heard we were going to come here, they said, "Dad and Mom, you're crazy. You wouldn't want to go to a place like that." And we told them they had health care and assisted living and independence. "You'll be with all old people." We said, "Well, you come over to dinner here." And when they came the first time, they loved it and they understood what we were talking about.
Other important areas that you need to be aware of in choosing continuing care, assisted living, or home care include contracts, Medicare coverage, and how to protect your personal assets.
The best thing you could ask for on any interview with a retirement counselor is the disclosure statement from the community, because that is their legal document. It has their contracts in it. It has information about their monthly service fee and all the additional ancillary costs, as well as the financial stability of that organization and possibly their parent organization. It is a document that you really want to take to your financial planner or to your elder law attorney and have them review it to make sure that this is something that you want to be able to get into and afford for the rest of your life.
You finally made the decision to move into an assisted living or long-term care residence. After settling in, you may find that your life changes for the better.
I have no complaints. The food is so good, the housekeepers are great, the maintenance, I had a problem with something in the kitchen, and early this morning they came and repaired it, and all you do is sign. There's no charge.
What I find very comforting and what really kind of validates what I do and the kind of senior living community that I work for is when a resident that I may have been working with for 5 years and has put off the decision to move finally decides to move. They get in, they get acclimated, they get into a social network right away, they have the dinner, they have the housekeeping, they are really blossoming. The next thing they do is they come back to me and say, I knew I should have done this sooner. And I hear that often, and that really is very gratifying, and they realize it. But again, everything is about timing, and everyone comes to that timing on their own. But the reality is when people are here, 99% of the folks that move in usually come back and say, I'm very glad that I made this move. I can say honestly, within a month's time after being here, I will have noticed some of my female clients using the beauty salon on a very regular basis. They are now dressing. They have some of them who might have lost weight because they no longer cooking at home anymore, are now eating well, and they seem to just blossom physically and emotionally because they now have a real good support group and they have a lot of fun things they can do. And one of the other nice things that happens in communities like this, it doesn't happen all the time, but love definitely blossoms. And some folks that have lost a spouse will sometimes find another person here and get married or be lifelong boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's been really fun to watch that happen.
If you'd like more information on the stages of retirement and how you can enhance senior living, visit crestwoodmanoronline.org or call 1-866-662-7359. Coming up after the break, we'll talk about how it's never too late to find new friends, even love. Stay with us.